All right, let's dive right in. Something really fundamental is shifting in the world of artificial intelligence. And it's happening right now, kind of under our noses. We're at a serious tipping point, and what we're going to do is break down the three massive changes that are completely redefining AI as we know it.
Because honestly, that's exactly what's happening. For years, we've had this image in our heads of AI as these giant, powerful models built by just a handful of tech titans, all locked away in super secure data centers. Well, that entire picture, the very foundation of how we think about this stuff, is starting to completely fall apart. Okay, so the first big shift kicks off with a crisis of trust. It turns out that these massive billion-dollar AI models, well, they have a critical, hidden vulnerability that makes them, believe it or not, shockingly fragile.
And the threat is called data poisoning. The way this works is actually kind of fascinating and pretty scary. Just think of it like a virus for an AI's brain. An attacker doesn't even have to hack the finished model. Instead, they sneak a tiny bit of corrupt information into that massive library of data the AI learns from, basically poisoning it before it's even fully born.
And look, this is not just some theory from a sci-fi movie. We're talking about a huge joint study from some of the heaviest hitters in AI safety: Anthropic, the UK's AI Security Institute, and the Alan Turing Institute. They just dropped this bombshell research that shows just how real and how dangerous this all is.
So, you might be asking, how much bad data does it take to compromise a model that's been trained on billions of documents? The answer is wild. It takes just 250. That's it. A mere 250 carefully designed, malicious documents are enough to secretly plant a back door, which would let an attacker control the AI's answers whenever they wanted.
And this just completely flips the script. The old way of thinking was, hey, bigger models are safer, right? The idea was that a few bad documents would just get diluted in this giant ocean of good data. Well, that's been proven totally wrong. The new reality, the crucial point, is that data cleanliness is now everything. The size of the model, it won't protect you.
So, this new fragility leads us straight into the second major shift. AI is becoming invisible. It's leaving the chat box that we're all used to and just melting right into our lives. The whole strategy for how AI gets to us has completely flipped. It used to be a destination, You had to go to a specific website or open a special app to use it. That was step one. Now we're in step two. The AI is coming to you, embedding itself quietly in the background of all the tools you're already using every single day.
A perfect example is Google's new image generation model. It got the nickname Nano Banana and went viral for some of its crazy creative powers. This isn't just some tech demo in a lab. As we speak, it's being woven into Google Search, Google Photos, and its note-taking app, Notebook LM. All of a sudden, poof, it's everywhere. And this quote right here just nails the entire playbook. The big bet these companies are making is that you'll use AI a lot more if you don't even have to think about using AI. The goal is to make it so ubiquitous, so seamless, you don't even notice it's there. Millions of people are going to be using this tech very soon without ever even knowing its name.
So, we've got fragile AI and we've got ubiquitous AI. The third and final shift connects these two ideas, and it is a radical decentralization of power. The ability to build powerful AI is no longer just for the giants.
I mean, this comparison says it all. What once took a whole data center, an entire room packed with massive, power-hungry servers, has now been squeezed down into a box you can carry. We've literally made the jump from the mainframe era of AI to the personal computer era.
And this is the machine that's making it possible, NVIDIA's DGX Spark. It is, and this is no exaggeration, a supercomputer that can fit in a lunchbox. To put its power into perspective, it delivers 1 petaflop of performance. Okay, that is 1,000 trillion calculations per second. That's more computing power than the fastest supercomputer in the entire world from just a decade ago, all in a box you can carry under your arm.
So why does this matter so much? Because the barrier to entry for creating really serious AI just completely collapsed. This blows the doors open to a universe of new possibilities. You can have city governments building their own planning models, small hospitals creating specialized diagnostic tools, startups prototyping stuff without needing millions in cloud credits. The next huge breakthrough in AI, it might not come from a giant tech campus. It might come from someone's garage.
Okay, so let's bring these three huge ideas together, because this is our new AI reality. It's defined by these three core things that are all happening at the exact same time.
This table really lays it out.
First, that crisis of trust taught us a new rule. Data quality is king, not model size. Second, the invisible interface. The new rule there is AI is everywhere you already are. And third, decentralized power. The new rule, anyone can be a builder.
So here's the bottom line, the thing to really take away from all this. We have hit an inflection point. AI has become, all at the same time, more powerful yet more fragile, more integrated into our lives yet totally invisible, and more accessible and democratic than ever before in its history. And that leaves us with one final and really critical question to think about. In this new reality, where AI is everywhere, built by anyone, and potentially vulnerable in ways we're just now starting to understand, who gets to define the rules?